Hey everybody, welcome back to another video from Breezy Organization. We are on here for a much requested release, and I know there is a lady in our Facebook group named Joy that is going to be extremely happy about this release. It's been a very long time waiting, so we will get right into it. If you're new here to the channel, we talk about all things productivity and digital planning using different devices. I personally use my iPad and my Apple Pencil, but this will work across different devices, iPhones and different things like that as well. You can try before you buy if you go to breezyorganization.com and download a free notes planner and some stickers. That way you can kind of try a little bit and see if this is something that will work for you. So this is my weekly page for this week. I went back to my portrait planner. I keep going back and forth between the portrait and the ranged planner. Okay, so it actually took me a long time to create a lot of these products this week, so I am running out of time on getting everything together. So today is probably going to be a short video, and I will post maybe a longer video with me actually planning a page a few days later. So today we're just going to cover the products and kind of how you can use them in an overview. So let's get right into it. So our first release today is the hobby stickers. So we've had a lot of our customers that have been waiting for this kit for a very long time. We had lots of suggestions for this kit. So if you'll notice, this is the volume 1 because we will probably have more that's going to come out with different hobby things. We had hobby things across the board. And one of them, a lot of people said books. So we made books a completely separate release that we did like a couple of weeks ago. But this is a lot of variety crafty hobbies, and then we're going to get into some other hobbies a little bit later on. So lots of cute things here. You have a cute Eiffel Tower puzzle, some little sayings, crafting forever, housework whenever. It's probably my favorite one. And then we have this cute little paint board there. I'm really can't remember what those things are called. And then we have this cute farmhouse frame that says crafting in progress. And then we have this picture, and this picture actually comes with the side paint little dabs and the paintbrush with it. Of course, you could cut those out, use them separately, use them together, however you would like. We have a drawing over here, a cute little cup with some paintbrushes. This is like an embroidery, or I think sometimes they do different punch things. I think there's lots of different things that you all that do this stuff are probably definitely know what it's called. And then we have this painting on the easel, and then we have the crocheting, and then some more of the embroidery, and then crafting is my therapy. And then we went ahead and did like a little pottery one for those that might be involved in that. Of course, the little joy, because that's definitely everybody's favorite. And then we did I just want to stay home and craft. I love that saying too. We had this cute little thing of yarn, a pin cushion, craftiness is happiness, cute little scissors and thread and a sewing machine, another thing of yarn with a not crochet, what's the other one called? Knitting, like a little knitting needle. And then we have another basket of some yarns and this cute little quilt here. So lots and lots of crafty stickers that you can use. They're kind of a variation of colors just to give us pops of colors to use, but they're pretty neutral. They're kind of not matte, but nothing is really bright, so it's kind of toned down to where they should go with almost any spread. And then we have these hex codes along the top up here as well. Now to go along with that, of course, we have our famous quote widgets that everybody seemed to really enjoy. If you're new here, I want to show you how these work. So in our planners, we have designated spaces for our widgets, and this makes it really fun whenever you're planning up here and say you don't need a widget, all 3 spaces for big widgets to actually write in a bunch of stuff, then you could just use this space to put in a quote widget, and it kind of just makes a big statement. So they fit right here in these little, I guess they're kind of rectangles, aren't they? So this says, I just want to stay home and craft, and all of these are going to be the exact same way. So you have crafting is my therapy, craftiness is happiness, do more of what makes you happy, crafting forever, housework whenever, and then crafting in progress. And these are in the same colors as the kit, or as the stickers that I just showed you, and then the one that I added in at the beginning. So you get 6 different quotes with those that are the hand lettering for the hobby widgets. So really excited how these turned out, and I think these are going to be perfect to adding in all of our little crafting things that we want to do. I am working on, like I said, at least 2, maybe more different hobby packs as well in the future. So if you don't see your hobby here, be sure to let me know what it is, and we can make some stickers centered around that, and I may already have it in the works. Okay, so our third release for today, and probably the one, I'm really excited about these crafting stickers, but the shape inserts I absolutely love, our widgets I absolutely love, and they make me more productive. So I'm really excited about the new Shapes Insert 3 pack. So this pack actually has a lot of really fun stuff along with some stuff that is very needed and useful. So let's go over some of these. You get a variety of, I think about every shape that we offer. So if you're new to our shapes, we have a few different variations. So we have a pack that's good notes only, and they're color changing shapes. And if you break these all down, you get a few basic shapes. You get a square, an oval, a wide oval because it's rounded on the edges, and then you get just a wide shape, and then you get a tall shape, and that is what comes with these color changing ones. Now the color changing ones are so great because you can just highlight them if you're in good notes, only if you're in good notes, and hit color, and you can literally change the whole pack to be whatever color, whatever you've highlighted. It will literally change the whole pack to be that color. So and then these inserts here simply fit on the top, so you can see that you can move the insert, and we have several packs that will correspond with these shapes. Every month we bring out shapes that will also match the kit. So looking back into March, we had the stickers, and then we had a shapes pack that matched. So these as well, you can drag and use right on top of. So I'm going to show you what a few of those look like real quick. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and grab one of these shapes. I'm going to grab the wide one, and then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to hit paste. And then I'm just going to delete that insert that's on top and say, this week I want to document the podcast, a new podcast that I found. So I'm going to put that there, and this is a light color, so the podcast you can still read really, really well, but if you're wanting to change it to a darker color, you can totally do that. So change it to any of these colors. And then, okay, so I want to document a podcast. So I went and found a picture of one of the podcasts that I'm listening to right now, and I'm going to add that in here. So this is a podcast that I really like because I like scrapbooking. So you can simply put in a picture of the podcast that you're listening to, or maybe even their picture, however you want to document it. And then we have this really cool thing here, and it's stars. So you have a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star. So this is one of my favorite podcasts. So I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to put a 5-star underneath it here, just for like my rating. So this is really, really fun if you do that. We have books, podcasts, YouTube, movie, shows, and music right now. So this one can just be really, really fun to put into your planner as you go, and you can see each week or each month what you may be listening to. Or you could put these all on one page and like rate the different movies and stuff that you watch per month or per year, you know, however you do that. So there's lots and lots of options here. So another movie that I like is One Calls the Heart, because I'm very sappy. So I can put When Calls the Heart there, and then I can drag over my 5 stars, and you know, I really like that show, so I can document that like that. So I think it is super, super fun and cute. I love the little icons and just the ability to play with your planner a little bit more, but you're still like documenting things and stuff that I find interesting to go back and look at. So you have shows, music, YouTube, movie, books, and podcast. Okay, another one that follows along the same shape. I'm going to delete these. This one also has a little bit of a transparent background, so you can make it a little bit smaller to have that darker edge along the sides, and it's good for helping you to know how big you need to make this widget. So we have another really, really useful one, and that is just a month grid, okay? So you can go in and number these, you can highlight these, anything that you need to keep track of for a monthly basis. We have a Sunday start and a Monday start. You can name it a tracker, you can name what month it is and go ahead and date out your next month. I think there's lots and lots of ways that you can use this. You could color code things for moods, you could for medications. There's lots of ways that I think that you can use that. So just a good generic month already drawn out for you. And then we have a few of these already made, but they're in the different sized widgets. So sometimes I don't want all of my widgets to be the same, or sometimes I do, the widget shapes. So I wanted to make sure we had like a good work checklist, a good menu checklist, and all of those in several of the different shapes to see what you might need for that week. So here is a work checklist that is a wider version instead of the short oval. And then moving on to another widget here. So we're going to delete this, and then we're going to go back and we are going to grab the tall widget. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to grab this one and take it over to our spread here. And then I'm going to take off this work one here, and then I'm going to add our new one. So we have 3 new ones. Our first new one is Symptom. So we've had a lot of people asking for different ways to track medications and just illnesses and stuff like that. So I thought about putting just a couple in this pack until I can get something bigger ready for you guys. So this one says Symptoms, and I've left this blank. I was going to label this, but I didn't want to constrain what you could use these for. I didn't want to make this, specifically used for certain things, because I know there's lots of different illnesses and different ways that you would like to track them. So this one says Symptoms, and my thought process through this would be just to list your symptom and then either put, the day that you had it, or maybe the intensity, 0 out of 10 if you need to rate things, or if you need to add both of those. Just left you some options there to track it the way that seems best for you. And then we have another one that's just projects. So a great one to keep track of any ongoing projects that you have, and then you can check them off as you finish. And then we have another just generic checklist one in the tall version. So I can always use a good checklist. Okay, and then moving along to the next part, we're going to go back and grab another style of widget. So these are our tall ones. Or actually I think I called them oval. So these are our oval widgets, and I'm going to show you how we have some new inserts for you here. So we have a weekly menu. This is one that I really, really wanted, because sometimes I don't want to use the really, really big one. I think it was the tall one that was a menu one. And sometimes I just want a really short weekly menu. I think the oval is my favorite shape, so I'm absolutely trying to get everything offered in the oval shape because it's my favorite. But we have just a good generic weekly menu. You can check it off as you make the meal, because I didn't want to put dates on this either, because this is another way that my family works. Sometimes when I weekly meal plan, I will put stuff on certain days, but we don't follow that. So I basically every week pick 7 meals, and then sometimes we switch up the days that we have them. Sometimes we have them for lunch instead of dinner, and we'll have something lighter for dinner. So I wanted to give the option of just putting down 7 meals, and then every day that you have one, just mark it off and you can see what you have left. So I figured we're not the only family that does that, and then I should have that option. So that's what that one is for. And then we have another one that's for medication. So we have a few in this pack that's for medication. So this one you would just line up here. We've got this line here that kind of shows you exactly what size it needs to be. You have the really cute little medication bottle up here at the top. And then this is great for tracking too. So say you are not on medication that you take daily. This is also a great way for you to track if you have headaches a lot, how often are you taking whatever medicine that you take for that. So you could use this for tracking as well. So this is kind of like a monthly overview. So you have 7 days here, or 7 circles for you to mark off, and you have each day of the week. So it's kind of a month, but it's kind of in the other direction. So we have a Sunday start and a Monday start with this medication tracker. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this one here. This is our, I think I call it wide oval for a lack of a better name. So let's delete this. and then we're going to delete that top insert. So moving on down here to the bottom, we have some good project ones, but again, I wanted to leave this a little bit more generic for you guys because your progress, you could be tracking your progress across multiple things. You could be tracking it, you know, with workout, with projects, with food, with weight loss, with eating healthy, or I mean, there's so many things that you can track your progress. And if you are a student, you could have a test, you know, research, study progress. There's so many different ways that you can use it. So I wanted to use it very generically, so you could add in or even take out the progress name and put in what you need there, which is very easy to do. You can click the image icon and hit crop, and you can just simply crop it out and then just use just the bottom part, and you can name it whatever you want. So the options are limitless to some of these things that you can do. So here I just have where you can put in the name of whatever you're tracking or whatever you want your title to be. And then I have a little checklist to mark it off when it's completed. And then I like to just use the highlighter. So if you do like a dark gray, depending on what color your background is, but say we're like 65% done, just highlight all of that, let go, and then you can see where your tracker is, how much it is filled up. So you could put like, laundry room update. We just updated. I am writing at a very odd angle, but you get the idea. House projects, school projects, lots and lots of options there. Okay, and then next we have another project one or progress one. So if you want to track multiple things at one time, this is definitely the one for you. So you again put the title here, and then you fill it up. I put 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 on these because when I wrote by tens, it was a little bit small to read, and I didn't really like that. So I did a little bit bigger amounts on this one. And then we have, I noticed with this size, I did not have a lot that would just be every week useful. So I did a cleaning one that is using this widget shape. And then we did a personal checklist. Sometimes you want a personal checklist for the week instead of writing one for every day. And I love the looks of it. I think it turned out really, really cute in the size. So that is that one. Now I do have one more that I forgot to show you because it wasn't with the same shape. So I forgot to show you it earlier, but we're going to grab this one again and head back over to our page. And woo, we are zoomed in mega. Okay. So now we're going to take off this habit tracker and we're going to drag in this medication one. So this one I thought would be absolutely great with tracking medication, especially if you're giving it to somebody else or if you're giving it to yourself. This will help you stay on track. So you have 7 circles here to mark off, and then a lot of medications you have to take morning and evening or morning, afternoon, and evening. So I thought this would be a great way to track that. So again, if you want to put the name of it, the medication, you could put it underneath here. Or you could click on this, and again, you could crop out the medication name and then just put your own medication on the top. But here you have like morning for sunshine, and then it's halfway gone for afternoon, and then the moon for evening. And then you can do lots of different things with this. You can either check it off, you can exit out, you can hit the highlighter and move it to like the biggest size, which is probably gonna be too big, yeah. And then you could just mark them off like that if you want to do that, like different colors. So just lots of options there. And again, these are going to work on the ones that come out with the other shapes kits as well. We'll also work with our color changing ones that are for good notes only. So that is a look at our 3 releases for today. I hope you really enjoyed them. We have tons of product that's already done. A lot of stuff is halfway done that I'm trying to get all of the finishing touches on so I can bring you guys some new fun stuff that you guys can play with and be productive with. So hopefully you love these craft stickers and quotes and the shape inserts 3. We are always trying to make planning and using our planners fun, but also very productive. And it's great for tracking and documenting too, if you enjoy that sort of thing. So thank you so much for joining us. We will do a plan with me in the next couple of days, and I will upload that, and I'll be using some of these new shape inserts. So be sure to be on the lookout for that. And thank you so much for watching. Happy planning.